Definitely thought I might throw up during this workout, which is not my jam. I don't think that being on the verge of puking makes a workout effective. In fact, I think the opposite. If you feel like you're gonna puke every time you work out, chances are you're not gonna be consistent. Welcome to Beachwood Bells. Today is Monday Madness. If you're doing this on Tuesday, it's just Tuesday Tadness. Voiceover for equipment. You're going to need kettlebells. I used a 10, a 12, a 16, an 18, and a 24, but you can definitely make do with fewer kettlebells. You're also going to need a hip circle, a timer app, and a pair of dumbbells. The warm-up is going to be 2 rounds of a Turkish get-up with weight, if you have it, with body weight, if you don't. 5 goblet squats and 20 swings. Here, I like to do 10 two-handed swings and then 5 right, 5 left. The first circuit is gonna be a pure bodybuilding circuit. You're gonna do 3 rounds of 12 reps of 4 exercises. Bulgarian split squats with a pulse at the bottom. I held my kettlebell like a suitcase hold next to my working leg. You can hold your bell on your opposite side. You can hold your bell in the goblet position. You can just do it with body weight. It is up to you and your fitness level. Don't bullshit yourself. Don't do what's easiest. Do what's challenging with good form. You should be screaming for your Lord and Savior by the 9th rep, because you think you're only doing 10 and then you remember, oh my God, I'm doing 12. And then you're like, shit, fuck, I have to do 3 more reps. 12 skull crushers. You're gonna hold your kettlebell right side up in your lap, lay back. When it's over your head, it'll be upside down. This is gonna give you more range of motion so that you can smoke your triceps even more. After that is two-handed swings. Do these heavy if you can. It's 12 swings. Do your heaviest bell if you can do it. I mean, do it. And finally, rear delt raises with a pair of dumbbells. After that, we are going to do a 9-minute EMOM, 3 exercises, 5 thrusters per side on the first minute, rest for the remainder of the minute. On the second minute, you're gonna do 6 snatches per side, rest for the remainder of the minute. On the third minute, you're gonna do 7 high pulls per side, rest for the remainder of the minute. Then you'll do 2 more rounds of that entire sequence, totaling 9 minutes. I am on fire today. After that, we are going to do a booty blaster with a hip circle. You're gonna do 2 rounds of 20 reps. So if it's a unilateral exercise, you're gonna do 20 reps per side of split squats, long pulses. This is going to be a sort of a 3/4 range squat. So you're not gonna go all the way down, but you're not gonna lock out at the top. So you're gonna constantly be under tension. Make sure when you go to do your second round, you start with your opposite leg in front, because it's always that second side that feels super duper smoked. So you wanna make sure you can get that feeling on both sides. After that, you're gonna do 20 glute bridges. Each glute bridge will have an abduction pulse at the top, constant tension on the band, and then finally clam thrusters. After that, you will have time for a Tabata. This time we're gonna do 2 exercises. You're gonna alternate between hand-to-hand swings and push-ups. Remember, a Tabata is 8 rounds of 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest. It goes really quick. It's 4 minutes total. I am still sweating from that workout, which I finished maybe 5 minutes ago. All right, here we go. Here's the warm-up. I'm just gonna show you 1 set of the warm-up. We don't have time for both sets. 5 goblet squats. Keep those elbows close to your ribs, inside the legs. Turkish get up. Watch that knee fold to the side. Make sure that arm stays locked straight. Wrist stays straight. Don't let that wrist extend. Staying as stable as you can under that weight. And leave the bell there, turn around so you don't have to drag it over your head. It's much safer for your shoulder. Also, watch my Turkish get up tutorial. Watch the knee. Boom. And then I look up at the bell. You look up at the bell when your hand and your feet are on the floor, but when that hand comes off the floor, look straight ahead. 20 swings here. Like I said before, I do 10 two-handed swings, then 5 swings per side. Look at how high my hands are in my junk. Huge, huge importance. Huge. And staying square, not rotating. So that non-working hand goes along for the ride. And tracing the movement of the working hand. All right, here comes circuit 1, 3 rounds, 12 reps. There's a pulse at the bottom of every Bulgarian split squat. And the deeper you go, the more muscle fibers you will recruit. I'm leaning forward so I can feel it more in my quad, but I tell you now, I also feel it in the butt. These were super hard for me. In a good way. So I'm holding the bell on the same side as my working leg. That's probably the easiest hold as far as balance goes. The goblet position is probably going to make my heart beat faster because it's above my chest. And the opposite side, suitcase hold, is going to give me more of a core workout. I want it to be over. I don't know if you can see my struggle here, but the struggle is real. Skull crushers, we want the biggest range of motion we can get. And again, I've said this before, I'll say it again, the upper arms stay stable. The movement is in the lower arms. I always feel sore the next day from skull crushers. Very popular exercise at Beechwood Bells. "12 two-handed swings." I'm using my 24-kilo bell here since they're two-handed swings, and 12 is a relatively small number. I thought I would go heavier. So if you have that capability, I offer that to you. And finally, rear delt raises. Notice the hinge. We're working on the rear delts, so the back of your shoulder muscles. Flat back. Try to keep that torso stable. I do use a little momentum here. You can see it. All right, this is our EMOM. 9 minutes are on the clock. At the top of the first minute, we are doing 5 thrusters per side. I'm only showing you a couple rounds here for the sake of time. And I'm snatching to switch, but you don't have to. You can swing to switch. Again, we are keeping the wrist straight with that bell in the hand. We don't want to let the hand open. Resting for the bottom of the minute. Hydrating. And now 6 snatches. Make sure you let your grip loosen when the bell comes overhead so that you don't get calloused hands. I mean, at the beginning of your snatch journey, you'll get calloused hands. That's just how it happens. And soft elbow on the way up and on the way down. Resting. High pulls are next. 7 high pulls per side. These should feel kind of nice. Getting that bell to hover there for that fraction of a second is really a fun thing to do. I mean, are these not times for this kind of fun, or what? All right, here we go. Next circuit, this is our booty blaster. So I'm not going all the way up. I'm not going all the way down. Lots of tension on the band. 20 reps per side, split squats. The second side is just hell. In a good way. Right there when I put my hand down, like, yes, that's where it starts to hurt. And just to add insult to injury, we're going to keep hammering the glutes. A bridge and a one pulse at the top. I would probably tell myself as a coach to slow down a little bit, to have more time under tension to make it a little bit harder. Even coaches need coaches. And finally, this is a giant clam thrust. So that just means my feet open at the top of each clam, but you can keep your feet together if you want. I don't find a huge difference between the two variations. And also, when you're in that sort of side plank position, make sure your shoulder is stacked right over your elbow crease for shoulder safety. All right. Here's the Tabata. I'm going to only show you a couple rounds of this. Hand-to-hand swings for 20 seconds, then 10 seconds of rest. I got about 10 swings per round. 10 seconds of rest is nothing. And I went really slow, especially on the eccentric portion of these push-ups, because I just want to keep my shoulder joint safe. It tends to act up when I do push-ups, so I'm taking it easy on those. And I'm using the dumbbells on the floor so I don't have to extend my wrists so much. Resting. And I'm trying to explode up from the bottom position and going deep enough so that there's a right angle in my elbow. Thanks for working out with me. Thanks for helping me get through quarantine. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for your likes. Thanks for your subscribes. If you're digging my content, please hit the likey like below. Please share with your mother or maybe your sister or your BFF. Subscribe. I won't bombard you. I put out 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Stay safe, stay strong, stay home for now. We're still staying home. We're not open quite yet. Yeah, rock out.